Welcome back to In My Lifetime channel. Sunday evening, it's been a week since the last stream. Apologies for that and video. It's been a mad busy week of going to Paris and other stuff, and I haven't really had a chance to sort of really sit down probably to discuss stuff and divulge into the Paris game, all that kind of stuff. But you know what, we're here. Bevan's here with me. How you doing, mate?
Good, thanks, mate. Yeah. Just start off by saying City are back. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm good. And it's always good when you come on these shows after a win. Towards the end of the game as well, it was quite a convincing win, which obviously is going to inject quite a lot of confidence into the lads. So and into the fan base. So yeah.
Yeah. Stay well, mate. All doing good, man. Big up Formidable as always. Big up Hong as well. We're great. Exactly. It's we beat Ipswich 6-0, lost to Paris in the midweek, and beat Chelsea. It's a very mixed week. Mostly positive, but still a lot of things we've got to work on still, especially at the back. Still a lot to go into, but the positives are we're not in like this constant nightmare of draw, loss. It's a bit more wind in there now, which is a good thing. But still a long way to go before we start saying we're back yet. A bit wrong. Yeah, I know. I just see it, mate. What? Oh, mate, that club, mate. Honestly, they'll get away with it because they should be probably in that relegation zone right now anyway. But I find a way.
Just on that point, I was saying to Luke off air before, Steve. I found a really wild stat tonight, and I feel like I've got to share it. So, you know how when Højlund came to United, there was all this talk on, who's better, Højlund or Haaland, the standing debate, which seems to happen every time someone signs a new striker. Well, this season, Højlund, in 18 appearances, has 2 goals and no assists. Ederson, our goalkeeper, has the same amount of goal contributions as their striker in less games. Ederson's played 15 games and has 2 assists. The same amount of goal contributions as the so-called next Erling Haaland in less games.
Mate, honestly, like that is probably one of the worst transfers I think I've seen in the last few years. I mean, it's the thing. I just liked him at Atlanta before that. He's actually a talented player, but he went to the wrong team. Like Depay, like the other players the team. And now he's suffering the consequences.
He's Erling Haaland from Wish, mate. Just yeah.
Fucking yeah, I know, mate. Lucky bastard as always. Big up the bill as always. Big up, yeah. It is the media PR, mate. Always good. Imagine if it was City, mate, down there right now, mate. Imagine media if City if we were 15th, mate.
Oh, you'd never hear the end of it.
Because United,
they'd be doing hour-long talk shows just about how we're in a crisis.
I know, mental. Absolutely mental. Yeah, it was.
They spent 15 minutes. They spent 15 minutes talking yesterday, talking about our new defender's one error that he made. 15 minutes they spent talking about it. They spent less than 2 minutes talking about Robert Sanchez's absolute howler.
Bear in mind, right? It wasn't even a bad performance by Bakusman, by the way. I mean, he had one mistake in the yellow card. Apart from that, he was actually pretty good. He did well. I can't look. Obviously, you're gonna point out mistakes. Of course, you have to because if he wants to be a better player than that, he has to be pointing out the mistakes he's made. Of course, he should. Therefore, he should have been more aware of that. But it is his first game for City against Chelsea. I'm not gonna go to the lab too much. Yeah, after that, he did pretty well against Jackson. So I think what it is people in the media want to criticize us so much that they'll go out of their way to do anything in any way they can. That's all.
It's like that. Yeah, it's like that bloke from the Telegraph, James Fucker. Saying about how he got pulled off early. listen, dickhead, the guy played 53 minutes. How's that getting pulled off early? He played 53 minutes. He was trying to make it sound like he got pulled off after 10.
He was pulled off because he gave Stones minutes for Wednesday. Because
he needed to give Stones minutes before Bruges.
Because he can't play Marmoush or Hayes on Wednesday. He can't play him then because when he get through, they'll play them because they'll be in the squad. But yeah, honestly, James Ducker, man, like, come on, man. Like, if you're a journalist, right, you should know better than that. Well, I know if it's me saying that, but journalism know much better than that. But like, it's the guy's first.
They've all got the one agenda and the one narrative, and they'll just keep pushing everything down City's throats. I beg to see the day that you'll ever see some mainstream media talk positively about City. Honest to God, like a lot of them. Sky Sports yesterday, disgusting, spending 15 minutes talking about our new defender's error, which led to a goal, and the fact that how he'd misplaced 3 passes. Why not talk about the positive things that he did? Come the end of the game, he had 85% passing accuracy. 85%. But no, they'd rather talk about the 15% where he made a mistake.
Media, mate. Media. Yeah, I see that. See, the thing is right now, we're coming to transfers, right? I'm a little bit still. I mean, Casso, obviously, we've heard good things about, but obviously, it's been quiet on that front for about a week now. I haven't heard much since then, really, from City sources. So, hopefully, we'll hear something soon. I imagine it'll be news soon, but I don't know. It's definitely. I'm not going to say Tommy is wrong about what Tommy, but I'm going to take it as that. Like anything, you got to wait till you hear the sources come out of it first, but we'll see what happens there. The reason why, because he says it's literally just chat shit. Like, no wrong, I know I chat shit, so it's better sometimes, but we don't do it like he does, when it's over the top bullshit. Over the top, when you tell me he doesn't actually believe that stuff, but he'll say it comes to get views. Like,
the thing is he says it because it's what people. He says things that people want to hear. He's a sellout. Yeah, he's just a sellout. He supported Nottingham Forest as a kid, and now all of a sudden he's this lifelong United fan who just chats shit about other teams. And because the media want to paint this negative picture against City, he jumps on the bandwagon because it's what people love to hear. And it's people like him that's the problem. I hope that City go after every single one of these once this case is done. I hope they go after every one. But you failed to mention that United are putting out public announcements to the fans saying, "Oh, if any fans know a way of helping the club raise some money, please let us know. We want to hear." We want to hear your. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? They've made £300 million loss over the last 3 seasons. How that's not against PSR is mind blowing. And then, secondly, they're putting out on their public story, on their announcement to the fans, saying, "Oh, if anyone knows how to raise a few quid, You're going to have Mark Goldbridge doing car washes outside Old Trafford, trying to raise a cheeky little fiver to go towards Bruno Fernandes's wages."
Is that dreadful? For his skills, he's a character. He's also a character.
That's what I mean. Putting. This is supposed to be Manchester United Football Club, and they're putting out to fans saying, "Oh, do you know a way of helping us raise any money? We would really like to know."
But it was us. Joe would be all over the news. There'd be media covering it everywhere, mate.
Well, that's what I mean. It's not talked about. It's not even mentioned. You think Sky Sports have mentioned that? Do you think the Telegraph have mentioned that? No.
No, exactly.
But bullshit, mate. That's what it is. It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's part of this, man. But yeah, I agree, man. It is. It's stupid, honestly. He was at the game yesterday with his father. Yes. Now I don't know what that is. I know because funny enough, Bella put a tweet out and it went viral.
You're welcome, lads. You know what I mean? This is how we roll.
But as far as we're aware, we don't know much about the deal. Like all we know is that there's talks with City, obviously Arsenal and that kind of stuff. So hopefully he does come to us. Obviously, I imagine the Haaland and Bond influence will obviously be there for him to come into City. But it depends obviously on what we're going to do with him long term. But I think he's actually not a bad player from what I've seen of him. But it's down to obviously the club and they to see if they want to get him in or not. But I think it'd be good to sort of see him in. It'd be a good move. Oh, I was seeing that. Tim Sherwood, I hope City get right in. The way he was mouthing off about City, I was like, this is ridiculous, mate. I hope as soon as March comes around, mate, at 1-5, we go right in everyone, mate.
It's not fair. They make their own rules. It's not fair. Shut up.
He's the Molly, though.
Human today.
He was the same Molly when I was Tottenham manager doing the salute and some random player on the pitch.
Mate.
Honestly, he's a wally, Tim Sherwood. Bloody hell, Sky Sports, man, they're punchy, man. Ridiculous. Cambiasso, yeah, I had him. Hopefully that is a deal. I mean, I've heard things that it could happen, but all I'm hearing actually confirmation. So it's kind of like we're just hoping at this point now we get a bit of progress there. But I'm not saying Tommy, but yeah.
I was just going to say, don't get me started on Rory the Tory, mate. Honestly.
Oh, please don't, mate. Yeah.
Trying to put on Saturday Social that Nicholas Jackson's better than Erling Haaland.
Like Rory, they were stupid, man. Come on. Seriously, man.
These lot need a reality check, mate. Seriously.
The thing is, like, big match to me. The thing is, for me, right, I think I might play well. We're going to get Chelsea. We play right back and midfielder. We do. We massively. As much as we play really well, and yes, I know I got a Ronaldo Silva yesterday. I'll call myself out on it, but it's one game. It's one game. Like, I'm not getting myself here. I'm happy we got the win yesterday. I'm not sitting here saying don't think about it. But
I'm gonna put out a proposal. Yeah. We need a right back and we need a DM. We can do this in one player. One player.
You can't, mate.
Because ultimately, he can play as a DM until Rodri gets back. And then when Rodri's back, we can put him as right back.
Exactly.
Done.
Isn't it?
He's got experience in the Champions League. He's got experience in the Champions League. He's got experience playing internationally. Just think about it. He's not even that old, is he, really? He's not even that old, is he? He's just been around for a long time. What is he, like 29, 30? Or 31?
31? 31?
Even still, he's got a good 3-year contract in him.
He is 29. He's 30 this month. Sorry, February.
There you go. He's got a 4-year contract in him. One last 4-year contract.
Yeah, I agree. But Cambiasso was the one was I think we've got to wait for a bit on that one. I think City definitely want him, but it's down to what I think Wednesday will be a massive part in that. I think Wednesday will be huge because that will determine what we're doing. If we lose Wednesday, then we're out of Europe already. By the way, by the way, I don't care if it's always easy for us. For a team of our quality to go out in not even the playoffs, out altogether, is a disaster. You can't sit there and say otherwise. A team of our quality is won the league 2 years ago this year. You can't go through this phase.
I got grilled for saying it. I got grilled for saying this, but I genuinely believe this. I think we should just play the kids against Bruges. Whatever happens, happens. Because in my opinion, we ain't winning the Champions League this year. Let's face it, we're not. I would much rather be out of Europe and concentrate on getting a top 4 finish sealed and go again next season, because we're staying in the Champions League for what? We're not going to win it. We'll be lucky, because ultimately, if we get through to the qualifying rounds, right, we could have Real Madrid, we could have PSG again, we could have Bayern Munich, we could have these teams. Do I fancy us beating any single one of them? No.
No.
I'd much rather just put the kids out, sacrifice it, go for the FA Cup and secure a top 4 finish in the Prem, and then go again next season.
The thing is, look, I've always said, right, don't be wrong, if we can win it, I think our attack can win it easily.
Our attack can, but our midfield can't.
Look,
our midfield's diabolical.
Just because we beat Chelsea 3-1 does not mean that we're back. Does not mean that City are back. Hello, or we're not back yet. It's great, a good sign, but the PSG game, we're away from home, under pressure from the crowd behind us, with 2-1 up. So you remember, you be on the phone. Okay, that's a bit random.
Alexa's kicking off there for no reason.
Isn't she? Look, if we get through, right, I mean it can be.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Ed. Like, if we can get Cambiasso and a DM through the door, plus, it would be advantageous for us to get through for money reasons. But I still don't think that Cambiasso and a DM is going to be enough. I don't think that we've got the legs in midfield to cope, because even if we brought in a DM, we're still going to be playing Kovacic or Gundo. I don't think it's enough. Both Kovacic and Gundo are on this season, they're not good enough to be first team starters in this City squad. They're not. So.
Bear in mind, Bruges are unbeaten. I know Bruges aren't exactly our level of squad, but they're unbeaten, mate, and they deserve respect, mate. They're above us right now. They deserve respect. We have no right to be saying that we should beat them right now. We don't. We're still coming back from 2 months of absolute pain. This month's been better, but still not perfect. We're still trying
far from it. Far from it. We threw away a 2-0 lead the other night. Far from perfect.
Exactly. For me, we still need to work on game management. That's one thing that and Steve and Danny, and obviously yourself, whatever, obviously in the LB's panel shows, often talked about is game management. That's what I've been saying as well recently as well. We have lost the art to manage a game and see it out. I don't care.
Do you know what I noticed yesterday? There was a bit of game management creeping back in, because if you notice, when it was getting towards the end of the game, I can't remember if it was Kev or whoever, but one of them took the ball right down to the corner flag and just held it up there, and that was like that's what we were doing back in the treble season, and that's the kind of stuff that we need. Obviously, you can't do those kind of things, after 53 minutes being 2-0 up. You can't do that. But we need to stop shitting the bed as soon as we've scored a couple of goals and start losing concentration.
No, I agree. I know. And
there's a pattern emerging here. We did the same against Fenerbahce. We've done the same against United not that long ago. We did the same against Brighton where we were winning. Obviously, PSG the other night. There's a pattern emerging.
Wait.
He's on about Bruges won't go unbeaten forever.
Oh right, okay. Sorry, yeah. I keep thinking like Fenerbahce. Was that recently? I don't know, but yeah. But no, like that is one thing.
No, not Fenerbahce. Sorry, Feyenoord, wasn't it? Not Fenerbahce. Sorry.
So what?
Sorry, yeah. It begins with an F, mate. It's been a long week. Just
yeah, I know it's fun, but for me, like that again was great because we got to get back to that. Because look, I know, right? And look, this season, we've got to hold it, not that we should be. That's fine because the club have realised that. I think in the summer, players will obviously come in. So as long as we recognise that, I think a lot of players will leave in the summer. I do think so. I reckon at least quite
I think a lot of players need to leave in the summer.
Yeah.
I still don't see a future in which Jack Grealish plays for us. I still think that I think you're absolutely spot on with the comment that you made the other day about Bernardo Silva. I really do. He had a fantastic game against Chelsea, but that's one fantastic game in comparison to about 20, 30 crap ones.
Mate, I told you before this, mate. Unfortunately, in this space, if you get the wrong opinion, people don't like you for it and say shout you. It's part.
People have very, very short memories. They forget that PSG against PSG away the other night, he was a ghost. He was getting megged left, right, and centre. He was awful.
Yeah,
but he has one good game at home against Chelsea, and now all of a sudden he's the next best thing. No. Yeah, he had a fantastic game, and I want to see him have a fantastic game again and again and again, because those are the levels that we set ourselves as a club.
Yeah. At home, I agree with that, by the way. Like, that's one thing that I'm still worried about. Like, that's why I'm not sitting here drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm still not sure. Because, look, don't doubt this team. Well, the thing is, I'm doubting them because look at what we've seen in our teams. But, like, you've got to look at it like this. And don't get me wrong, we are. We are improving. I see, but it doesn't mean I'm going to get carried away. Still want to see a bit more before I start saying we're back.
We're back. We're winning the league. Come on.
Mate, league for me, mate. Liverpool shit. I'm sorry, they're shit. It's more right. Liverpool are more terrible than we actually are good if we win the league at this point. Because last season, right? Don't be wrong. 4 in a row was great, but last year we were lucky to get 4 in a row because Arsenal should have won it last year. They really should have won it.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Liverpool and Arsenal both falling off with a few games left to go, they probably would have won the league.
Again, I'm not saying I didn't celebrate it. Of course I did, because Rodri and Foden were great. But if you're actually a fan watching all the games, right, you think, we weren't like good last year.
The thing is, people can't see this. PSR is absolutely destroying this league. Because you look at last season, Arsenal needed players. Liverpool needed players. We needed players, and we could have gone into the market. So for us, it was a little bit different. But now what you're starting to see is, the likes of Nottingham Forest and people like that contending, because it's preventing the clubs with the higher revenues going out and spending the money which rightfully they should be able to go out and spend. Rather than bringing the top clubs down to the level of the poorer clubs should be allowed to spend more. Because ultimately, if it wasn't for the fact that Erling Haaland signed, a 9.5-year deal to stay at City. You've got Mo Salah that's probably going to be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Apart from Haaland, and obviously KDB's likely to go in the next few years, if not the end of the season. Apart from Haaland, name me one other world class player that plays in the Premier League. When I'm talking world class, I'm talking elite, creme de la creme, elite. There isn't any, because funding prevents teams from being able to spend the money to bring them in. So they all end up going over to La Liga.
Yeah, exactly. They're wrong, right? No, you mate. First of all, you are correct. I'm not saying we got away with it. I'm just saying that last season I saw a lot of signs that we need to get ourselves sorted out. I said next season, if you're not careful, we won't get especially with injuries. And what's happened this year, play for Rodri, playing injured, it's better than the arse. There isn't me, sort of doubting us. I'm just saying that if the club had acted a lot more on it and quicker in the summer, I'm not saying we would league, but I'd say we're in a lot better position than we are right now. Because remember, no one has a God-given right to win a league title. You have to earn it. You have to earn the title. And don't be wrong, to win the league we did last year, especially the some players that stepped up, fair play. I do agree. That was a great 4 in a row to get. I'm happy we did it. But this season, if we were going to do it, it would require obviously a lot to stop Liverpool from being where they are. But even so, we're only 4th right now. Not top 3 or top 2. We're still 4th. So that's third. Now, thankfully, Forest lost 5-0. So we're in a good position to actually go and get Forest now and get in the third. But we've got a long way to go before that. That's why I wasn't talking about league titles. I'm thinking more about the here and now. That's what I'm trying to do. I know people say, we're still on, but I need to see us get to at least top 2 first before I start thinking about a title race. If there isn't one. Nobody knows what I mean, but I take it one game at a time. But some people don't do that. That's why we end up getting to a call out. Yeah. Look, is it a world class player?
Yeah. Let me just clarify something, because as I said, I mentioned KDB, but I said KDB is likely to probably be leaving or retiring in the next few years, or he could end up leaving City at the end of the season. Let's just go through this list. So Saka, he's not world class. He's not consistent enough. He's not consistent enough to be considered world class, in my opinion. Saliba, he's been good for 2 seasons. In my opinion, to be considered world class and elite, you need to be hitting these standards, 3, 4, 5 seasons to be even considered for it. Alisson, yeah, fair enough. I agree with that. Van Dijk, yeah. Rodri, of course. Palmer, haven't seen enough of him to be considered world class. And Foden, I would put Foden in the same bracket as Saka, where the consistency just isn't there yet to be considered world class. Obviously, Salah, I mentioned I said with the exception of Salah, Salah's probably likely to leave Liverpool at the end of the season.
That's mad. That's mad. That's crazy. I'm sorry, right, but Liverpool are a position, right? The
point I'm trying to make is I'm on about moving forward. So how is the league and teams in the league expected to bring in these world-class elite players? Now, when I mean elite, I'm talking players that are like regularly in contention for things like Ballon d'Ors. The likes of Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe and obviously Haaland and obviously Rodri. When you're talking elite level players, I don't. For me, there's just absolutely no way that the funding is being available for Premier League teams to be able to bring in these kind of players. So you're going to naturally see, especially if this PSR sort of rules continue, and financial fair play rules continue, you're going to start seeing a lot of these world-class talents, and even ones that are breaking through. You look at the likes of, Echeverry, and obviously very young talent. But even progressing like through the years, as the youngsters start to take over from the players that are now considered the elites, the likes of Salah, they're going to start dipping and start going to teams in the Bundesliga, because the Bundesliga or La Liga, or even Saudi, because that's where financially they're able to give them what they want, and to be honest, quite rightfully what they deserve. So, again, Marmoush, that's one that is interesting for the future. Give it 3, 4, 5 years. He could be a name that's in the contention. Don't know. Too early to tell. He's going to be a problem. Marmoush is going to be a real problem if he continues this sort of run of form that he's been on over in Bundesliga.
So, now, this podcast is actually Brazilian, so I do actually take it on football. So I know this year for me, right? I think he's a great player. But I don't think he's better in the world. Never.
No, I don't. But in the eyes of a lot of people, he's considered to be in the class of elite players. I don't rate him personally, but he is considered to be in that bracket.
Because the thing is, right, I'm a massive Brazilian football fan. Like I do love watching. Like I used to love watching Brazil growing up. The actual Brazil team, not the Brazil team now, where if Barker's probably agree with me here about Brazil. Brazil are nowhere near the level they used to be years and years ago. Brazil used to be a proper nation full of like ballers that come into this league and just smash it up. Now they're very
iconic players as well. Iconic players that people will remember for life. The likes of Ronaldinho, R9, Carlos, Rivaldo.
Yeah, mate,
Cafu. The list's endless. Alano, do you know what I mean?
Giovanni, Joe, Fred. Yeah. Do you think I love Barella, but I love Barella. I love to see him at City. Love to see Barella at City. But what's happened to that one? Yeah, for me, right. Go on.
No, I was just saying. You said you said that you'd love to see him at City, and I said, well, you might.
Yeah. Well, look, in the summer, hopefully. Not now. Like
it will be a summer. It'll be a summer thing.
Get out of here. It's like get out. But you know what? Let's talk about positive, shall we? Marmoush.
Unbelievable. What a day.
Performance. Didn't get a goal to say GNA, but I'm not a merchant at GNA. It's cool when you get it, but I watched that guy, right, and it's the movement of someone. Look, Mahrez to me is a bit different to him. Mahrez was very different to Marmoush, but a similar sort of aura about him that Mahrez brings on the pitch. That you knew with Mahrez, all right, right now, but give him the ball, see what happens. That's what we missed for a long time.
The other thing I noticed yesterday was his little runs that he was making. People that our players weren't finding him when he was making these runs, and he was very active off the ball as well as on the ball. But the thing that sticks out for me isn't just the performance that he put in, because it was an excellent performance for a debut. Very unlucky not to get his goal. But for me, it's everything that he's doing outside of the pitch. So his mentality is second to none. He fits perfectly into this City team because of that mentality. He come out and did an interview with the media, and he said, "Well, they said, oh, great debut, fantastic performance, blah 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 blah," and he said, "Look," He said, I don't think about the past. He said that game's done with now. I'm focusing on Bruges. Granted, even though he can't play, but it's that kind of mentality which we need back in this club. You know,
Yeah.
he's got a little bit about him where he's not arrogant, but like you need a little bit of that, like where you're saying like I'm fast, I'm dangerous, like all these things, like you know, it's showing that he's oozing confidence in himself and in his abilities, and I think it's just a matter of time before he's firing. I really, really do. He's going to be a great addition to the squad.
100%. Yeah. Do you know what's because you're right. I mean, Rivaldo. A lot of people don't actually know about Rivaldo. He's a class player for Barcelona. Player for Barcelona. He was, you know, he won, and I do agree. He's very lucky to compete with. Yeah, R9, R10 were just massive names for that. And I mean, if Rivaldo was around, just I'd say around now, he'd be up there with very big names right now. You are. It's a shame really because he's a fantastic player. What a player he was. What a player.
That era of football that era of football just that'll never be matched. It'll
100%.
never ever be matched. Never.
Like now, right? Like they're wrong. Yeah, players are good now, but even for me growing up, it ain't the same as it used to be. Like a lot of it now is very. It's different. I'm not against it being different.
You could easily now, going back to that era, you could easily name 15, 20 world class players. And when I mean world class, I'm not talking about all these names that get brought up now as like, oh, Saka's world class. No, he's not. He's not consistent.
No.
I'm talking like this is genuine world class. The likes of Zidane, you know, Zidane. You've got you know,
Kaka.
R9, Ronaldinho, Kaká. You've got Rivaldo. You've got Maldini.
Shevchenko's class.
Yeah.
Shevchenko. Yeah. Cafu. Yeah. Mate.
And you still had the likes of Thierry Henry, who was world class. You know, you also had Messi was coming through, and he was doing bits at that age. Just that era of football was just sensational.
It was elite level. Man.
Yeah.
100% nameless. Yeah, but a bit. Yeah, mate. Trust me, it was all about that earlier on, but yeah, trust me, that is something that we desperately still need. We do get it, but I mean, I reckon. Well, remember, right? The window closes on 3rd February, not the 31st. So a little bit of time, but it's not much time though. In case you look at the actual, it's about what?
It's next Monday, isn't it? Next Monday's deadline day.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. I do agree. It's a shame because the thing is, right? Rivaldo for me is some players that just, you know, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo had aura. They had aura of just players that you knew what, like on the football pitch, they stood there and just knew, yeah, I'm not doing that on. But yeah, you knew when on the pitch that they were there to do business. Elite. I mean. That time that Ronaldo smashed United at Old Trafford for a hat-trick, and he got a standing ovation from the whole stadium.
From Real Madrid as well.
Yeah, but Luis Figo as well. Luis Figo, another player I was class as well. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, by the way. You are bang on. If he was in an era just before Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, he probably would have got a lot more recognition. The football is a lot more unforgiving. Players need to be much more efficient than that. Yeah, I agree. Football now is a lot more efficiency about stats rather than actually being your own player. Like, it's why for me, I like players like Savinho and Marmoush because they're both players that have a lot of skill set about them, that use their skill, use their, you know, it's fun to watch them play. I mean, that's what I like about them. I think I think when I watched City yesterday, I think the Beverly room here, I think Pep started to realise that himself. start playing. Obviously, you got to move away from your style of play, but you got to change up a little bit. Like that direct went on direct. Do that, but you can still pass it around. Hold that play. But Haaland, right, has a good touch of the ball. Did you watch right against Carl Will and Chalobah? He cut both of them off. Touch.
Oh, he was exceptional. Haaland yesterday, everything about his game was exceptional. His hold-up play was fantastic. You know, he got a goal and an assist. You know, he was dropping in deep into midfield, getting back, trying to win tackles. Everything yesterday about Haaland's performance was absolute top.
Exactly. Brazil beautiful. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Brazil was a different level. Brazil now are nowhere near that. Even with Neymar, when he's going through now, Neymar, I think is born in a different. I think he was born in an era like Ronaldinho and that. He probably been a serious at that time, but it's a shame. Not this same type, unfortunately. Oh, exactly. A Kocha, Ginola, players like that, they would not be able to. That's the thing. Football now has changed so much where you can't. Where the ballers that were so aesthetically pleasing to watch aren't the same anymore because they're told to suit a certain role and system. And they're right. I think Foden's that kind of player. Foden's that kind of player. He's a street player, isn't he? Very skillful on the ball. I think. I'm not saying there's no for it. There is room to do that, but Pep's got to be a little more open to that. Look, of course, have a system in play. Of course, do it, but feel like don't feel like you've got to just move away from it fully to appreciate both. You can do both, but you've got to be a little bit more open. I think that's why for me, right, Marmoush yesterday was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Honestly. Go on, mate.
I was just going to say he was exceptional for a debut performance. To come into a team where he's had one training session, maybe two.
Well, yeah.
And he once he's found his feet in the team, he will cook.
The way that he celebrated though is that with Haaland, you can tell he's already a positive influence already in changing rooms. And I think as well, right? Husanov's a different character, so is Vitor Hayes. They're all different characters that bring something different to changing room. And so that's what we need. 3 players that want to come in and prove themselves. So that's what we need. A bit of fresh air, a bit of breeze, change sheets. Yeah, a bit. Again, we've had a fantastic team for years. We have. I've seen things that I'll never be able to. I don't think I'll ever see again in my lifetime, probably. But
no, we'll never see that again. Never.
But all good things come to an end.
Yeah.
It's true.
We're not saying that we're going to fall off and never win a trophy again.
No, God, no. But that treble team was its own team in its own way. And that's how it always will be. And I'm grateful, and so you, Bev, and so everyone in the chat for just seeing that team, how good it was. But I look forward to the future. I look forward to seeing what these players can bring. Actually, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Vitor Hayes does for us. Especially as a Brazilian himself. A flag up as well. A bit of Thiago Silva about him, the way he is. I look forward to seeing what he does to City. So I love yesterday when Husanov came off towards the bench. And you got Diaz and Rodri high-fiving him. Well done. Them two, by the way, should be captains. Captain, vice captain. That for me, City 2 captains for me going forward because they're both got a massive influence in training room. The fact that both of them are always there. When they're not there, both still there. Wonder players getting involved, and I can't see both of them back fit. Both get Rodri back, but please make sure you do them back. Buy enough players that we can sort of rotate them. Because I don't want to be able to play them again. That is true. It's such a massive thing now on influencing in football, and it's true, massively true. That is true. Do you know what? Because I've seen it with Jack. Jack actually gets on well with him. And the thing, Jack against PSG was actually really good. He got
Yeah, he was.
This is the thing. I don't want Jack necessarily to go, but Jack's got to start showing more of that. Not just one game every now and again.
The other thing is as well with Jack, he's now fighting for a spot that he's like what, third, maybe fourth choice in.
Well, maybe Bob. Yeah.
Because when you look at that left, you've got Doku that plays out on the left. Do you put Doku ahead of Jack? Yeah, probably most games. You'd probably say yeah. Do you put Savinho ahead of Jack on the left? Yeah,
yes, you
do. Do you put Marmoush ahead of Jack out on the left?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. So as it stands, he's fourth in line for that position.
On the right wing, the thing is, Bob's right wing. Now, Bob, as far as I'm aware, is back soon. Is it soon? Not far away from being back.
Yeah, Bob will probably be back in the next 2-3 weeks, I'd imagine.
I reckon he'll appear it probably on the bench.
I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him come on, or at least get some game time against Leyton Orient if he's back and fit by then.
Yeah, exactly. But look, I'm sure he will anyway. Oh, Prime Barcelona, yeah, Prime Barcelona and Prime City, two of the best teams that have the foot. I think Prime Barcelona for me was the elite tier. Like it was. I think I'm not saying we're not as good as that, but it's hard to really put us above that because Barcelona were doing it for years, mate. They were doing it like under Pep for those 4 years. Impeccable. The football.
After 4 Premier Leagues in a row and a treble.
I know, you know what I mean? It's a hard one because
what more do you want, mate?
Huh? Yeah.
What more do you want to be? For me, I know what you're saying because Barca were the ones that set that standard to begin with.
Yeah.
It's this whole debate though now, like now people are starting to have this debate: is it Busquets or is it Rodri? For me, I would edge more towards Rodri because of the impact that he has in that City team.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's Rodri.
If you take Busquets out of that Barcelona team, they probably still win most games. If you take Rodri out of this team, we don't.
I've proven.
So, but people are now having this debate of who's the greatest DM of all time. Is it Busquets or is it Rodri? The fact that Rodri's still playing and is in the mention, when Rodri does come eventually to retire, he will go down as the greatest DM ever. He will.
I think
he's the only DM ever to win a Ballon d'Or. So by that stuff, he has to go down.
I think Rodri's a better DM ever Roy Keane of the era. I think he is. I mean, people will say otherwise. But...
By far. I'd probably say, even though he doesn't necessarily wear the armband, he's also on par with being as good of a leader.
Yeah, exactly. And Jack, yeah. The thing is, right, they're wrong, right? Jack did very well with PSG, but the problem is, it's one game out of how many this year? Forest, he was good. Great. But again, what happened to the Forest? It's the fact that, look, I love Jack, I wanted to work it, but it's clearly not working anymore. And that's why Marmoush is here. So, I think it'll be gone this summer. Oh, yeah. The combined 11 will be a great team of all time. Barcelona City, yeah, 100%. And that do that at one point. We'll do a combined 11 tree at one point because that would be a whole different. I mean, a hard one because I think the keepers, Valdez or Edison, that's interesting debate. That is because Valdez is a good keeper. He was a good keeper for Barcelona.
Edison.
But Edison was better for me. Right back, Carl Walker and Dan Alves. Oh, that's a debate.
That is a debate. That is a debate.
I mean, Centre back. I mean, Poyar
Dani
for centre
Alves.
back.
Dani Alves.
Yeah, just it's not a massive, you know.
No. It's a difficult one, but just.
Yeah. I agree, Spartacus. Yeah, I think he knows himself. I think everyone knows now. The fans. I think even the ones that love Jack or privately think, yeah, this is it now. It's a shame. Look, me and Beth have said we don't hate Jack. I love Jack as a guy. He's a lovely guy. I think he's done what he can, but he's not the kind of player that this team. We're not that team anymore with Jack in it. We move forward now. I don't know why. I thank him so much for what he's done for us in terms of winning 100%. He's part of that team forever. He's always had a legacy for us.
Yeah, he's etched his name in history with the club, and you know, to go and win what three Premier Leagues in a row? Has he won now?
Yep, 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's won 3. Yeah, 3 Premier Leagues in a row. You know, he's etched his name in history in the club. So,
big up, Steve.
Good, right, Steve, mate.
Good to see you, man. I know you're around on Snowy Boys and that previously, but I've seen you're doing okay, man. I know you've been sort of busy for a few months yourself, but I'd like to see you back in the chat, mate. I've been doing really well. Sparkle, Joe Sparkle, I actually do agree. I think for you, right, as you're Brazilian, you've probably seen both enough now to have that opinion. So I would say you probably are right, Dani Alves. I think Dani Alves had a longer period of a high level. I think with City, he was good, but I think his level went. I think his level went in 23.
The problem with Kyle Walker is he was unbelievable for a shorter period of time. So if you think about it, Kyle Walker didn't join us until he was 27. That's getting on, you know, in football years.
Yeah.
So if he'd have come to City when he was 23, 24, I'd probably be having the debate a little bit more seriously and saying I'd probably be saying Kyle Walker. But
yeah,
I mean, Kyle Walker, you know, let's not forget what he did for the club. He will go down as the best right back of all time in the Premier League.
I love the a lot.
He's certainly in the top 10 of all time.
That is true. That's the problem. Not a good human being, but top 4 of all time. Yeah, I agree on that one. As a person, a shithead. Real shit. Like, he Walker's bad. Others is worse. Way worse. So, yeah. No, I agree on that one. Same here. Treble Jack. Unbelievable player. You know, I'll never forget him either. Marmoush looked good. And Marmoush for me, right, I think has already settled in the team already. He looks good already, Marmoush. Whereas the other two will take time. But of course, everyone players in a bit of time. I think Husnov, I think, will be all right long term. I saw enough of him to say, you know what, give a little bit of game time, he'll get there.
Well, I have this theory on Husanov as to why that mistake happened yesterday. So obviously he can't speak English, so there is a massive language barrier there. If he could have spoke English, Akanji would have shouted for him to leave it because Akanji was going to clear it. But the problem is he wouldn't have understood what Akanji was saying, so Akanji sort of held back a bit. Once he's got this language barrier kind of sussed, and you know he understands a bit more what the players are saying to him, I think we'll be fine. You know, if he spoke English, Akanji yesterday would have said to him, "Leave it, I'm going to clear it," and he would have left it. He wouldn't have tried to head it back to Ederson.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's just a matter of time for Kusanov. You know, once he starts to understand certain phrases and things in English, I think he'll be much better. But he looks like an absolute general. He's not scared of putting in a tackle. What did I say to you before the game yesterday?
No cards.
I called Luke up before the game yesterday, and when we found out the team sheet and we found out that Kuznov was starting, and I said to Luke, I said one of the best bets you could put on in that game is Kuznov to get carded. And 3-4 minutes in, picked up a yellow card. It's like the most dead cert bet ever.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah, isn't that about AC? That's Milan. Is it Conceição and something like that? Yeah, I think the thing's going on.
Why? What's happened?
Like hold on, I've got to look. Look. Oh, here we go. Right, Carl will give a reality check as AC Milan captain manager pulled apart of the last gas winner. Oh, so Reinders and time. Hold on, bear with me. Calabria and Conceição fight full time.
What?
Calabria, who's captain of Milan, had a spat with Conceição after they won the game. Palm.
Oh right, okay.
So wait. Did Carl play today? Bear with me. I'll quick look. Did he start today? No, he didn't play today. He wasn't in the squad. I imagine he'll probably play going forward, probably, but he didn't play or have any part to play today. I think he's in the stands today. But yeah. Joe what, right? That's the one I said to Bella before about Messi. That's the one move I really want to happen. Like that. Imagine if we had Messi for a good 3 or 4 years. Imagine in 2020, right? Messi joined that summer. Mate,
well, we've been close to signing both of them, haven't we? Messi and Ronaldo.
Remember we got both. De Bruyne, Messi, Ronaldo. What are we doing there?
Well, do you remember when we were going in for Robinho? Basically, we had 34. I think we had about £34 million to spend. And this is how we ended up getting Robinho. We had like 34 million pounds to spend, and we put bids in for something, and we put a bid in for somebody, and someone in the backroom staff on the board had said this is all getting a bit messy, and they put a 34 million pound bid in for Messi, which Barcelona basically turned around and said, "Do what?"
I remember that. It was funny when I heard that. Oh, bloody hell, man. Core City do that. Oh, my God.
Horrible football.
Oh, God. I must have named it. Like, but can't up. He wants to do that. Oh, man. Yeah, he does actually. Yeah, he does. He does actually speak French as well. Is that right? Fair play.
I don't know who speaks French though. I think he's only Russian, isn't it?
Uzbek, Russian Uzbek, yeah. I thought about Marcus. Oh, big up Husadov, yeah. We should actually. I wouldn't mind that. I think you as a coach. It'd be good for us.
I'm all for it.
Oh man, imagine Fernand saying, "Because I'm right, 2 foot."
I actually think that the club have probably thought about it, because why was he there for Vitor Ace's arrival?
I think City are going to do a lot of investment.
Hang on a minute. I've just had a little preview something. Let's see that hoodie, because that hoodie looks exceptional.
DB, big up.
I love it.
Big up Ginger Wig.
Where'd you get that from?
Ginger Wig.
Those are Ginger Wigs, is it?
Yeah, I'm not really watching right now, but if you haven't already, go to the website. Hoodies like this are always available. Always available. He's a great.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and have a look at that. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's my favourite to have. Love it. So I've got it and I wear it a lot now. So yeah, honestly, his stuff right. And here, Gilmore shop, but the M2 are very good stuff. I highly recommend it. I recommend it. It collapsed, yeah. To be fair, yeah, Zabaleta as a right back. I mean, that's the thing. As a hub, I mean, Carl Walker and Zabaleta. I mean, both are very different players. For me, very different players in their own right. I think Zaba was fantastic. What for that first year at City? I saw. I'll put up in the bet. I know you're laughing at that. But I think Walker, as overall for what he's done for us, was a success. I would say Walker, but I get Zabaleta. I think if you vote, I think Zabaleta will probably be the more vote probably right now. But
I think Zabaleta is more universally loved in the fan base, but I think Walker was a better player.
Yeah, that I agree with. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I remember saying, "Can you learn a bit of French?" And that's right. It's club ambassador, but with a bunch of
is he actually a club ambassador now? Is he?
Now, yeah. That was probably why I think City are going to make a lot more inroads into Brazil now. I reckon. That's South Africa.
Yeah.
Echeverri, I watched that game on Friday. Wow. 2 goals, 2 assists. He looks. They would use him.
He's a fantastic player.
Imagine Echeverri, Omar Marmoush behind Haaland for a game. Oh, that would be some attack. I mean, look, going forward, we've got a very good attack being built here. Foden as well.
Yeah.
Echeverri, Marmoush, Savinho, Doku. We've got some good players, mate. Good players. Just keep fit. That Lars Robin earlier yet. Not sure what you mean. The Sparta Prime manager. Is he still managing them still? The Sparta Prime manager, I think was it. What was it? It was Lars something. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Look up the manager at Sparta Prague. I think what you're on about.
Was it Sparta Prague who we played? 1 second, I need to have a look.
Go on then. A VAR check is in progress. Yeah, both go right back. absolutely could. Absolutely could. He was.
I got for all time's sake.
Go on then. Oh, sure, why not? Thanks, Steve, for reminding us of that incredible joke that I made in November. Or October, if it was. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, that's the meaning. It's like me and Alfie Haaland mixed together.
Yeah, you and Alfie Haaland, yeah.
Oh god! Did you get a picture of me and Haaland face combined? That's what you get. That's what you get. Oh, God's sake! To be honest, yeah, I haven't my clubs don't know. That's what I mean. Like, do you know what? The thing is, Echeverri, right? Actually, I watched him. After chat as well, whoever's still in there. Do you think Echeverri will actually get some game time there?
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah, I do.
So. I think we need to, because I think to me, right, look, I think long term, I think Kev will probably be gone. And I think if Ferris can start playing really well, I have the reason for us to go and get Marcelo reverts. We've got Foden as well.
Yeah. Maybe this is the plan. Maybe the KDB success has already been found, but we're just giving him the game time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just younger Alfie. To be honest, I'll take that. Especially if my son's good as Harlem, so yeah. Was early. I might take it, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, but you and Bev are
Yeah,
working hard.
Steve.
But no, Echeverry for me, right? Echeverry for me, I have a feeling, right? And that's what have happened. I think that's a move. I think City must have thought with Musiala, it's kind of a hard one because he has to have a bit to leave Bayern. And at the moment, the contract's have to at the moment. I just don't think that's going to happen.
To me, I think it's bigger than people think. You know, you look at us signing Echeverry, under 20s Argentina captain. You look at Vitor Reis, under 20s Brazil captain, although he isn't actually featuring in this year's under 20s competition.
No, he's good player.
Both of them are captains now, and that shows that they have strong leadership skills and good mentality.
Yeah.
On top of that, we've also just signed a 25-year-old Omar Marmoush for £59 million, which is ridiculous in today's current market, by the way.
Yeah.
We actually sold Julian Alvarez. We bought him for 20 million, sold him for, what was it, 80 million? 75 million?
Million.
How much, sorry?
No, I think it's 90 overall. 90.
That's what I mean. So from that, you're making what? £65 million profit? We've used that profit to then go and buy Marmoush, and we've still got profit.
Yeah. I think to me, right, that price is probably fair right now.
That's underpriced. That's underpriced for today's current market. Bearing in mind, he's only 25 years old. He's currently got more goal contributions than games this season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think yeah. I think they've got I think it's a great deal. So yeah, I think that's probably.
I think in today's current market, you'd probably be looking for. I reckon if we were to go and get Marmoush in the summer, you'd be talking 80 million plus.
Oh, definitely, yeah, 100%. Because Orient, I think don't get wrong, right? Orient, right? Respect to them because FA Cup, football's a humbler, but we should really be it, but Orient. We should be.
I think Orient's a perfect game for if Oscar Bob's back fit, we should be getting him on. Vitor Reis should be getting game time. Kushnov should be getting game time. There's no reason why we can't play Marmoush. Give him some minutes.
By the way, right, McAtee's gone this summer. By the way, he's gone. I'm right. Echeverry's better than McAtee. I'm sorry, he is. Like from what I've seen already, people say that's controversial.
Hang on a minute. When does this under 20s competition end?
February. The middle.
Because as soon as that's ended, he comes over and joins the City team, doesn't he?
He does.
So let me have a look. See when that ends.
One defender is on. One the back. 1-6. What? 1-6. No, 1-6-4. 1-6-3 or 1-5-4. About that being a bad team. We're one sort of 100 people already. Make sure if you're new here to the channel, you give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1k, 1 sub 100, which is obviously a great achievement for the channel. On the road to 1k, hoping we get there by the March possible. That's the first time we start the channel up. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Cheers, guys. Yeah, exactly. As a super keeper, I mean, I thought he was good today. I think that's the first time in a while he's been really good. I think if we can get him on the side again with everything going on, I think we can keep him there. I'd love it. He's well worth keeping there. Well worth keeping there.
Under 20s.
I think really goalie. I think it depends. I think it depends on whether he wants to go still. If he wants to leave Edison still in the summer, then yeah, it'll probably be a goalkeeper. But I think that will only happen if he wants to leave. So that was kind of a if buts maybe to on that one for me, Steve. But yeah, it is a what if that one until as anyone not.
When did Echeverry play? Was it last night?
No, he plays tonight.
I was going to say he plays tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, these games are coming around quick.
I know.
So yeah, it looks like from what I can see, I can't see anything past. I can't see anything past the 10th of Feb.
Yeah.
The 10th of Feb is the final round.
Right, yeah.
Oh, hang on. If he makes it through, he could potentially play in up till the 16th of Feb.
Sub-20. Carnival. It's given every day's apparently. Oh, here we go. So yeah, so that's it. So the final round was on the 10th. That's the final round.
On the 10th?
On the 10th of February. So Argentina played tonight against Colombia, and they play against Bolivia Tuesday. So, because obviously in their first game, mate, they beat Brazil 6-0. And he got 2 goals there, 2 assists.
So he could be looking to be he will be in or around the team. I don't know whether Pep's going to maybe give him like a little bit of a break, like maybe give him like 3-4 days holiday after.
I can March. I can March.
So you could be looking for him to be coming into the team for around the Liverpool game,
possibly, yeah.
Which is the 23rd of Feb. He will be definitely with the team by the Liverpool game. So then you could see him feature against. You're probably likely to see him maybe feature against Forest. He might get some minutes there. Maybe some minutes against Leicester in April.
Yeah, I think for me, it'll be more for I reckon the World Cup. I think we'll see a lot more.
Yeah, but I think he will still get minutes because I mean this is his performances at this under-20s championship. It's got to be impressing, Pat. It has to be.
It will be, yeah.
Every game he's getting a goal or an assist or both.
100%. Yeah.
Literally every game.
Before we end, we'll have a chat about Bruges before we end, obviously, and sort of do
a little lineup builder.
Yep, go on. If we end the stream.
The weekly.
Oh, mate. Imagine Harry as a sub player, mate. Echeverry and Bob coming on the bench. Just cook up. Oh, mate. Wow. Holy shit, mate.
I reckon you've heard it here first. I reckon give it 6 months, there'll be talk of him going to Real Madrid.
Oh, 100%. Oh, Barcelona. Barcelona probably.
It's always Real Madrid. Oh, by the way, Echeverry has dreams of playing for Real Madrid. No, he doesn't.
By the way, Barcelona just beat Valencia 1.
What?
Barcelona just beat Valencia 7-1.
Wow.
Young Torres. I think one player that I do think is a bit of a shame that they didn't get one opportunity was Torres. Big up, Steve. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Big up to you, mate.
See you later,
Okay.
mate. In remembrance of Briggsy, got to keep up the name.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure he's probably watched the show at some point on a playback with a bigger Briggs. He was good. Even Jack, good triple weight.
What normally we're quite clear on keepers, but I think Edison had a really solid game.
For me, Edison starts. He starts.
I think he has to.
Yeah, you got to. Like on current form, he has to play.
Probably going to be that, isn't it? Right.
No, so,
We're saying Guardiola, aren't we? Let's face it.
Right. So remember, no Husnov and no Marmoush.
And no Ruben has either.
No, Doku not far apparently. He
We pretty much know that the nailed-on centre backs are going to be Stones and Akanji.
That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Them too. I don't mind it.
We don't really have any other centre backs, so I think
Nunez right back.
You're going to have to put Nunez at right back because he had a quality game against.
Or Rico, but I don't even do that though.
You don't play Rico after the performance that Nunez has just put in. You don't.
No, that's true.
We know who the number 9 is going to be. Mubama, yeah.
Joe Watt, I think Bernardo Silva. Yeah,
I was going to say
Bernardo Kovacic.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva. Yeah, because I'm going to assume that with Savino, he didn't play because of Wednesday. I'm going to imagine. Yeah.
I think that's the team.
That's the team, yeah. Because I think if I'm right in saying, with Savino, was that rested when it dropped?
What, sorry?
I'm going to assume then that on Saturday he rested him rather than dropped him.
It would have. Do you know what it would have been? Because this is the reason why Pep played Husanov. Pep played Husanov because he wanted to give rest to John Stones because John Stones needs to play against Bruges because Husanov and Hayes both can't.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine that's probably going to be the same with Savinho because if we're being real, if we lose Savinho, we've only got one winger who we can bring in, and that's Jack. Doku's missing. Bob's missing. We can't play Marmoush.
No.
So if Savinho got injured against Chelsea, our only winger that we have available would be Jack.
Look, this team should beat Bruges. It should, but I'm not going to assume it's going to because Bruges are a team above us, by the way. But this should be enough to get past Club Bruges. Just don't shit the bed when it's in the goal. Or manage the game. If it's 2-0, manage the game. I don't care if it looks like it's embarrassing. At the end of the day, right? If we get through, we get through. Now, obviously, after that is who play that. I would much rather see us get through and get over the line. And then after that, bring Marmoush and Husnov through in a squad list, and they're ready to go for knockouts. Because I think for me, right, look, we played PSG in the final game, mate, this is a whole different game. Okay? But if we're at home, it ain't guaranteed because obviously final draws. We need to make sure that we get this done ASAP. Messing around. Get in there, get out there. So I think this team's enough. What about you?
Yeah.
But I think it's a good team to go over the line.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that team there is more than enough. It's got the quality there. It's not far off the same team that played against Chelsea, with the exception of Gundogan for Bernardo. Gundogan for Savinho. Obviously, Marmoush, Kevin De Bruyne in for Marmoush, and Stones in for Husanov. The only player that's missing that can technically play is Gundogan instead of Savinho, which probably meant that Bernardo would be sort of playing out on the left wing.
Yeah, I don't look. Don't wrong. Right? I thought Gundogan and Cobb both played well against Chelsea, but I wouldn't play them both again in Europe. I think you need a bit more going forward and you do a bit more in midfield.
I think we need more legs in midfield than to be spamming out Cover, Gundo, and Bernardo every 3 days.
Yeah, and I think
fair enough. We're going to have to spam 2 out of the 3 every week, but if one of them can get some form of rest, and in this instance, I'm saying Gundogan because he's the oldest.
Yeah, no, I agree, and 3-0 City. Yeah, that's fine. I think for me, good enough. Now, in terms of predictions, I'm looking more. I think it'll be a close one. It'll be a close one. People think it's going to be on Wednesday, especially the last game.
Yeah,
I'm going to go 3-1 City. I'll go 3-1 City. It'll be
while we're looking at it, whilst we're on this, let me have a look at what Club Bruges have been doing.
I'm beating 20th.
Right, let's share this screen instead. So, 1-1 against a team I've never heard of.
Yeah.
0-0 against Juventus. That was a poor game as well. 4-2, 2-1, 3-0, 4-3, 3-0. Let's have a look at Champions League specifically. So, beat Sporting 2-1. 1-1 with Celtic.
Not a bad team, are they, really?
They beat Villa 1-0.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
Lost 3-1 to Milan.
Another game. Juve are poor, mate, but they can say we right, mate. The way of playing.
Only beat Strong Graz 1-0.
Yeah.
Lost 3-0 against Dortmund. So, on this basis, as it currently stands, are we better than Dortmund in this current state? I'd probably say if we were to play Dortmund tomorrow, I would probably expect a draw.
Yeah, because we're not quite there, are we?
We're not quite there. But I reckon if we were to play Dortmund tomorrow and play like how we did against Chelsea, I would expect a City Dortmund draw.
Or they can win. Or they can win, probably.
On that basis, I would say that you're probably looking at maybe a 3-0 win.
I'll go 3-1. I'll go 3-1. I think Haaland will score 2, and I think Foden will score 1. By the way, but before we end, big up Foden, by the way, another goal. Didn't do well against PSG. It's not doing it consistently. But against Chelsea, fought really well.
We need to start seeing this consistency back from Foden now.
Yeah, we do.
And what we need to see is not a second half of the season Foden. What we need to see moving forward, if he wants to be considered world class, he needs to be performing like this. Maybe not, nobody's going to keep these levels that he's playing now right the way through the season, but you expect more of him in the first half of the season.
Yeah, 100%.
He did the same last season. Yeah, he finished the season as PFA Player of the Year, but basically the first half of the season, when we were going into the second half of the season, he only had 5 goals to his name. That's probably on par with what he was doing this year. Maybe a few less this year, but we need to start seeing a decent first half of the season Foden, as well as the second half of the season. Just doing it in one half of the season isn't helping the team. It's not. It's actually negatively impacting the team because we're so heavily reliant on him playing well.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know what? I hope you're right. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll win Wednesday. I'm not getting carried away or anything. Yeah, I need to see a lot more from this team consistently before I start thinking.
6-0.
6-0. Where?
That's my prediction. 6-0.
Mate, if we win 6-0, like, where's that been all tournament? Where have you been? But look. By the way, even if you get through, by the way, I think it's still annoying and pretty embarrassing how we let Stade Brestois and Lille finish above us.
Yeah.
As a little bit of context, look at how good we are as a team, the players we've got, and other teams. We should be top 8 minimum. We should be.
Yeah.
But then again, so should Bayern and Real Madrid.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's just us, by the way. Everyone around us, that and poor. Madrid have, recently, fair play to him, Mbappe's been good recently. Hat-trick on the weekend. Playing well, fair play, good player, I'd rate him. But we've got to start doing it consistently. So next season, the Champions League, I think we'll get Champions League next year.
Yeah, but let's be real, mate. Who did they play on the weekend?
Valladolid. Yeah, I know. I'm not, but it's a hat trick still. It's still a hat trick. You can't sit there and harder that gets play West Ham. Things like that.
I'm saying you put Wolves up against Valladolid and they probably beat them.
Yeah, I know, but you got to look at this. Like, at the end of the day, right? Like, what was it? Champions League groups. Isn't actually a look at the standings before the last match day on Wednesday. Just before we end.
You're going to share it.
I'll share. Do you know what? I'll share it. I'll share it with me. Before we end the stream, if you haven't already mentioned like if you haven't already, people. One sub now off 900 subscribers. If you haven't already, because we're on the road to 1K.
Before this video ends, I want to see Luke hit 900. I'm not leaving this stream until he's got that 900.
Go on then. All right, yeah,
we'll be here all night.
Someone please subscribe for 1K. Yeah, all right.
Come on, lads. Let's get Luke to 900. Even if share it with your friends, family, whatever. Just get Luke to 900 before this stream ends tonight.
Much appreciate people. Much appreciate. Right, here we go. I've got the table up there. Both now. Now, well, obviously, sort of. So here we go. Is it shared now? You sure it does? Is it good?
It's just coming up, mate. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Right, so. Right. So Liverpool top. I mean, fair play to them. 15 goals, mate. That's it.
They've only conceded 2 in the Champions League this season.
Inter's got 8 goals. We've got what? Inter have only got 8 goals, mate. How? What? Yeah. That's wild.
Well, Arsenal have only conceded 2 and scored 14. Isn't he one behind Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, we scored 25th. Look at that, mate. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. That is poor from us, by the way. That is poor.
1-2, drawn 2, lost 3.
That's embarrassing, that is. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for our level to be the way where we are. Even if we win, by the way, the best we can probably get is like 19th anyway. So, bear in mind, Celtic finished above us. Celtic finished above us.
So hang on a minute then. Are we relying? We're relying on other teams losing, aren't we?
We are. If we draw or out, we have to win them on Wednesday.
Well, actually, no. Hang on a minute. Stuttgart are playing PSG.
Yeah.
So even if they draw,
we
can still win. We can still get through.
If we win 1-0, we're through. Basically.
Because of goal difference, isn't it?
But what I'm going to say is, though, mate, it's embarrassing how we're in the position. Look at that. 2, 2, and 3.
I honestly hope Stuttgart beat PSG, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So do I.
Who's
Young boys. And Bratislava. Look at them. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, Leipzig are really poor.
It was mad that. It got a pass. Baumgartner. Mad that. Bologna, Shakhtar. But, mate, we should be, mate, up here. Not down here. But that is, I'm sorry, right? It's that. I hope in the summer, right, this club realises that we actually should have done a lot more than the previous others.
So as it stands, if we qualify, go from 9th.
Right. So the best we can get is 19th. So that would be Dortmund.
So essentially, yeah, if we qualify, we could be playing either Leverkusen or can we? I don't think we can draw an English team, can we?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we can draw an English team until the round of 16.
Well, Champions League playoff rules. Have a quick look. Apparently, we can play English teams. We can.
Right. Okay. So we could be playing. I'm only looking at the teams that I would be seriously worried about.
Well,
we could be playing either Leverkusen or Villa or
Monaco.
I mean, I'm not too fussed about Monaco, to be honest.
Final. They're actually a good team, Feyenoord.
Well, Feyenoord. If we were to play them now, I in the form that we've hit a bit of decent form, I'd say we beat them. Yeah. The ones that I'm really, really worried about are PSG. I'm worried about PSG. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, even Dortmund. Yeah. Even Dortmund to a point.
Yeah.
Villa and Leverkusen. I don't want to be playing any of them. But you know what's going to happen, don't you? We'll get drawn against Real Madrid. Just watch.
Mate, what would you do though if we won last minute though? Like, yeah. The whole nothing.
Well, it happens every year, mate. We will draw against Real Madrid. We will get Real Madrid, I bet you.
And mate, do you know why? There's 2 players involved in both teams, isn't there? That people want to get them versus, won't they? Haaland versus Mbappe. And you know, if we lose, mate, he's proven he's better than Haaland. Oh, fuck. So we actually need to probably have our players in. If we're gonna get players in now before then. So
we need a right back, but if we end up playing Real Madrid, we need a right back. Nunes, I love you. I think you've been great against Chelsea, but we need a right back.
Oh God, mate, the way Barcola rinsed him, mate. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, he did get rinsed. He got torn apart.
Imagine if that was Kvaratskhelia, mate. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you put Nunes up against Vinicius Junior. Who do you think's winning that battle?
Nunes, clearly, by far. It's clear, mate. It's clear. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Thank you much for full support, mate. I know you're a big sort of guy on the channel. I need to actually do mods at some point, so I need to go over. So if you want to be a mod, make sure you like the video event already, and I'll sort of sort that out. I've got to do a few changes on that front. But yeah, big up to you guys for tuning in as always.
We're tonight, by the way.
We're not yet, but I think we'll be probably tomorrow. I know it's getting there. Big up AK, big up man. You've been sort of side channel lead recently, so big up to you, my friend. I know you've been sort of in and out the streams. I've been doing well, man. Yeah, Bruges. Again, if you don't win, then bloody hell, man, that is embarrassing. I think it's probably one of the biggest embarrassments in Champions history if we go out on this phase.
Yeah.
Even with otherwise, mate, you can't lie to yourselves.
And let's be real as well. We haven't exactly had hard fixtures. You know, Juventus, they're not that great. If I'm being honest, they're not that. You know, you look at Sport in Lisbon. They're not that great. They've got a semi decent striker up front, but they're not that great.
Feyenoord, yeah.
Feyenoord, not that great.
PSG are actually no.
PSG are okay, but they're certainly not an elite club.
They drew with Rams, mate. No, I'm sorry, no. We have thrown it away. I know we're not out of it yet. I'm not reacting necessarily, but we've got to look at ourselves seriously here. We are a better team than the most of these teams that we play. We are. And the fact that we've got the position is our own fault. So next season, when we're here, I think we'll be in the Champions League, we've really got to make sure we take it seriously. Every games are all serious. I don't care who you play, if it's Rats, if it's by Real Madrid or Barcelona, you get every game taken seriously. It's not some, it isn't some given. This has been hard for us.
Let's not forget as well. There's been a lot that's gone on this season. The fact we've lost Rodri long term with an ACL injury. Yeah, it was down to the board's fault. The fact that we didn't have sufficient backup for him. But at the end of the day, losing Rodri, is a massive loss. Just the same as you look at any other team losing their best player is a massive loss. But you've also had a Pep Guardiola who's been going through divorce, who probably is definitely not being fully focused on football. You've had other things internally that have gone on in the club. Obviously, players moving on, and obviously losing the captain halfway through a season. It's been a lot for the club to digest this year, and now that Pep's obviously being through that situation, and I'll reiterate as I do every other stream. I hope he's doing well. I hope his family are doing well. I hope he's getting the support from the club which he rightfully deserves and probably needs through this tough time. But we've had a lot internally going on this year. Obviously, we're fighting a 1-1-5 battle as well.
We are.
So the fact that we're still in the mix and in contention for title contention, and I mean, I can't really say any more than that. I'm kind of happy with where we're at, considering everything that's gone on. Am I happy with the fact that we've lost some games? No. Bottling it against PSG, bottling it against Feyenoord, that bottling it against United, those aren't acceptable. Like, I'll say how it is, it's not. But that isn't down to Pep. That's down to the players. Pep can only do so much. If he gets his team set up and winning, and we're 2-0 up, yeah, there's been times during this season that Pep's made really bizarre, changes halfway through a game, and it's like, what are you doing that for? A prime example is when we played PSG the other night. He took off Kevin De Bruyne and brought on James McAtee. Things like that. That they're not good subs, but at the same time, ultimately it's down to the players on the pitch to do the job, and the players have failed Pep. They have.
Yeah, but bring on Wednesday. Massive game. Gotta make sure we get the win. Then we'll worry about what we get after that once we get the game one. Forget about who we get after that. We win the game Wednesday first. Bruges.
We don't need to think who we're going to get after that. It's going to be Real Madrid.
If it is, I'm like, just
it will be, mate. It happens every year.
Yeah, and guess we home leg at Etihad, away leg at the Bernabeu.
It will be. It'll be the home leg at the Etihad first, and away leg at that.
It might be like last minute winner doing that and stuff like that. Fucking, Look, forget about that now. Bruges is first. Must win the game. And after that, at the Emirates. Now, Arsenal will probably have a little chat about on Saturday or Friday, depending on both three. Because I think that's a game we've got to talk about. Because that's as its own stream, Arsenal. Because that's a whole topic. Because
I'm not worried about it, to be honest with you. I'm not worried about them at all.
No, but we still got to be everything's still important. You still got to take everyone seriously, no matter who you are. I remember where you are right now.
Definitely.
Oh, mate, there are many teams that have bad patches, mate. So I think this is one of our worst ones we've had in a long time. Last season, mate, was nothing.
There's a difference, though. There's a difference between having a bad patch and the extent of the patch that we've had. Teams can lose 3, 4, 5 games in a row, but whatever it is. But to not win a game in 12 matches, was it? That historically is the second worst run of form in the entirety of where stats have been recorded. Our weakest run or poorest run, should I say, was Kevin Keegan was it 18 without a win.
1 win 18. Yeah, that's the worst.
We weren't far off that. What I would say on that, though, if we didn't have Pep Guardiola, I think we would be in a much worse position than what we are now.
Oh, mate, right now, where we are, 11th, it's going to be right now, probably 11th. So I think what we've got to do is take stock, realise when the season, how it's gone. In the summer, go and correct it. I'm not saying get everyone, but some players there just aren't good enough anymore or haven't got the legs anymore. Now, we all know, I think for me, it's going to be a hard one, but we've got to be really brutal here now. We've got to be honest with ourselves now on which players can we, I guess, rely on now, long term. We need players and availability. So, it's going to be a huge one, but also we'll get to that. But first, Bruges, massive game. Get the win, get through the next round. Then after that, Arsenal. Look, in terms of the league title, right now, I couldn't give a shit about that. We're still fourth. Let's get the second about who Liverpool are doing. Right now, what we're a 3 off Forest. Forest will lose again. We go above them to third.
Well, we're not that far behind second place, really.
We're six behind. So it's it will be Monday. We're 3 off them. So I think for me though, it's focused on getting get second, then get ourselves back up there again. Then let's see what Liverpool do after that. Because remember, Liverpool were only six clear of Arsenal game in hand.
So with their game in hand, if they win their game in hand, they'll be 15 points clear of us.
Yeah, but the thing is, remember, right? Everton are not mugs, mate. And the Moyes.
That's only 5 losses, really, when you think about it. It's not a huge amount.
Also, but draws as well. It draws about 2 points. It draw at 2 or 3 games.
Draws come the latter end of the season are just as important as losses, really, for us. Because and the thing is, you look at Salah. When Salah's going to be playing every 3 days, is he going to be able to get Liverpool out of the shit like he has so many times this season? No, not at all. He's not performing that well at the moment, and they're just about scraping wins.
Well, what was it? Ipswich they win that game because
Ipswich were never going to win that game.
No. Now, Joe, before we end, Liverpool's running. So this is because Lille they beat PSV. I mean, they're already through at PSV, so that doesn't matter at all. If they lose that, no one really cares anyway because they've already gone through. Bournemouth away, mate. Bournemouth are playing well right now. Justin Cliver, mate, 12 injuries, and they're still battering 5-0. Iriola, mate, is a manager. He's better than Arteta, better than most managers around him. He's a proper manager, and big to ball. But I feel for him in the summer, mate, because they're about to get pillaged in the summer. Kirkage will be gone. Hoysam will be gone. Evanson will probably be gone as well. So now a lot of players are going to get taken. The thing is, I like Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are like modern day Southampton of years ago. All the best players are doing really, really well. Eventually, they get caught out. But I think the fact is, mate, Liverpool should be very concerned going there. Because yes, they've got a good team going forward, but are you telling me that Van Dijk and that at the back are solid at the back? Really? Not really.
No, they're not.
If they win, it'll be like a 2-1 win. It will not be easy for them. They have to scrape that one.
This is what I'm trying to say. So as they get into the latter stages of competition, they'll have a Champions League followed by a big game in the Premier League, followed by a semi-final or a final of a Carabao Cup, or do you know what I mean? That they're going to have tough game after tough game after tough game coming up. And when you've got Salah that's pulled them out of the shit so many times this season, if he doesn't perform, the rest of the team don't perform that well. You're effectively relying on players like a Darwin Núñez or a Luis Diaz or a Gakpo to get a goal. And to be honest with you, I don't think either or any of them are actually that good. Luis Diaz is a good player, yeah, but he's very much like a Bernardo Silva in the sense is that he doesn't really have many goal and assist contributions. He's a dangerous player, yeah, but he doesn't score that much.
But look, after Bournemouth, they've got Tottenham at home in the Carabao Cup. I bear they're behind. Doku's out for a while apparently. Now
right.
The thing about Doku, man, he's such a good player, but like, why can't we just bloody have him for a long period of time? Mate, he's a good player. He's proven it. He's proven how good he is. But like, for God's sake, and this is what I mean. I think for me, next season's his season. He has to step up or he has to leave. Which sounds harsh, but his availability sucks. You've got to have someone more available than that. It's a broken leg injury. it happens.
The thing that's worrying is the fact of how young he is, and he's having these levels of injuries.
Because mate, Ipswich, mate, it was good. Pretty good Ipswich, pretty good Salford. It was pretty really good. So this is what I mean. It's why we need a bit of luck. We need a bit of luck in that department. But what was it? I got that. Well, look, after that, they've got they've got their game in hand in February. They've got to play, but they're playing at Goodison, mate. With Everton doing really well now.
Everton are doing well at the moment.
Yeah. The Wolves are shit. They're back.
Yeah.
Then us away. I think if we beat Liverpool at home, which we can do if we get everything right and not stupid.
It's not impossible.
We need to get that gap down to at least 9 points, 8 points. We really that gap's got that in March needs to be at least 7 points. Really, because I'm not. You're right. You know what I mean, that gap's almost not coming down now. Really, we can't. We need a bit of luck from somewhere.
Yeah, but there's been a couple of times this season where Liverpool have got lucky. It was only against, was it Brentford or someone like that, where
Darwin Núñez, 2 goals. Darwin.
Two goals in, he comes on in like the 80th minute or whatever and bags 2 goals. Like, that's just pure luck. I'm sorry, like he can't hit a barn door normally.
Well,
he can't, mate, and even if he does, he's offside.
After that, mate, they've got Newcastle at home. Isak right now.
Tough game.
Sound to the home. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
5-0.
Yeah, you laugh, but what was the result when they played Southampton last time? It was only 1-0.
I know.
And Salah pulled them out of this shit there.
Villa away, Watkins, Duran, all that right now. Everton home will be easy because Derby Day. Moyes and Derbies and that. They've got Fulham away. I mean, I don't want to say, but they got lucky against them. Fulham should probably have beaten them. But then West Ham at home, Leicester away. They Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Brighton, and Palace in the final 5 games.
That's what I mean.
But the thing is, we've got to get through February without really screwing up.
If we can get through February with, what's the games we played Chelsea, we beat them.
So we've got Bruges. Well, that's a whole different game, but it's still a game.
Yeah, just talking Premier League games.
Arsenal.
Yeah, possible to pick up 3 points there.
Newcastle at home.
Newcastle are away at pants, if I'm being honest with you, so it's possible.
Liverpool at home. That's a big one, that is.
If we can pick up 3 points there.
Tottenham away.
Oh, we've lost that. Yeah.
The thing is, right, we've won the last 2 years. Look, forget the Carabao Cup. We didn't care about it anyway. Last season, we won twice. There's no curse there anymore for me. We got to go there. Don't be stupid. Last time in the home game, make sure you just settle down at the back, control the game, and get through. That's what it should be. Don't overcomplicate against Tottenham, and right now at Tottenham are a mess. You see again against today, they're terrible. So we've got to make sure that if we can get past Forest and Brighton, if we get to that Leicester game in April time, and we've won most of the games, we have a very good chance.
If we can go through these next 4 games with 3 wins and a draw, I'm taking that.
Yeah. You've got to do that for me. If we lose to Arsenal, then title's done. It's officially bloody done at that point, because at that point you are relying on more.
Mathematically, it's not, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
If other players, though, don't think about the league yet. think about getting third, second, and we were second again, then right, we're second. We're Liverpool. Then see what happens.
I said this in the first half of the season. So do not underestimate our second half of the season. Yeah, we have got a real tough period coming up. But if you look at Liverpool's last 5 games, they ain't easy games.
No.
And those are the games that matter the most.
You mean right when we say, though, we both know that it's very early to start thinking about April, May. We've got to think about where we are right now going into February. At the moment,
of course, but I still, it might be a bit of like a guilty pleasure, but I still have some belief.
I'm a moron. I still believe in it. I'm an idiot. I'm still believing in the league.
I do have belief. I do have belief because look at what we've done. Every year we do the same thing. And I tell you something now. There is a reason that Rodri is still around this dressing room.
I think he's not far off.
No, I don't think it's about where he's at in terms of fitness. He's around that dressing room for a mentality reason.
Oh no, him and Diaz are. I mean, Diaz, I feel sorry for because it's not his fault that he's been just a matter of bad luck. But if he gets a bit of luck and fortune with his injuries, and we get him back on the team again, we'll be fine on the back. Because, mate, I want to see Diaz and Husnov on the back together. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Just passion tackling. Two first
just two absolute units at centre back.
And mate, on 5th of April at Old Trafford, I hope Husnov 2 for Fernandez and we win 5-0.
I don't care. I don't care if at that point Husnov gets a 5-game ban. I don't care.
Yeah. At 45, why always me?
just wipe him out. Take your 5-game ban.
I'm just saying, right, you know what? 5-game ban, holiday for 5 games. Go on, have a holiday on us.
Just go party, pal. Just go party. You've done the business. That's all we needed you for.
Yeah. But yeah, look, long way to go. You're right. Nothing's over yet until it's officially done mathematically. We got, and look, both of us on this phone and the chat knows it as well. We got to think about one game at a time. Bruges first on Wednesday. Get through that. Arsenal away on Sunday. Huge game. We've got to win that. If we can get through this week with 2 wins, good. Because after that, we've got a nice week break. Chill out, decompress beforehand. So actually, really, we've got 2 weeks off. Well, they're Orient, but the squad's away. But we've got a decent 2 weeks for Newcastle. So we've actually got a bit of time.
There's an international break in there as well, I think.
Not yet. That's going to be, I think, in March time. So we've got a bit of time. But we get through this week, get 2 wins out of 2, and then just after that, let's see where we're going. I think for me, my target for me this year is FA Cup top 4 minimum. That's what I want to get this year. Get a trophy.
From this Arsenal game, right, we know what we're expecting. Right, Jack, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. He's 1 subscriber away from 900.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, mate. Don't worry.
1 subscriber. That's all we need. 1.
We're getting there.
Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Get it out on socials. 1 subscriber. That's all we need. At the end of the day, if you look at you know what's coming from this Arsenal game. You know, the Arsenal game is going to be, they're going to park the bus for the best part of 75, 80 minutes. But the thing is, we've now got a player in Marmoush who can help unlock that defence. And that's something that we've not had this season. You know, we've now got a fit KDB back who's looking as good as he ever has. You've got Haaland who's now back and firing, and you've just added Marmoush to that as well. Yeah. Adding Marmoush to that, you've got Arsenal who are sitting back for sitting back and parking the bus for 75, 80 minutes. Marmoush is going to love that. He's going to absolutely love that. Because I'm telling you, that guy will hit the ball from anywhere. He did it against Chelsea the other day. He was smacking the ball. He was having shots from outside the box. He don't care. Because he's got it in his locker to deliver those kind of goals. So, as far as I'm concerned, we have Marmoush in that team, and a Marmoush who's on the same level with our players by then, because he will have had a few more training sessions with them. I've got no problem with us coming away with something from there. No problem.
Yeah. Well, I think I put. There we go. 901 subscribers now.
Way!
On the road to 1K now. Big up everyone for helping us get to 900 subscribers. About
99 more before the end of the stream.
I laugh. Like, yeah, but that is what on the final road to 1K. With almost a year, this channel. I've done loads of stuff on here, but the fact that we've got a good community of people tuning in and subscribing to the channel, we massively appreciate it all. Thank you guys for tuning in for 2 hours of us chatting away, talking nonsense, but that's what we never do all the time. Chat about football, nonsense, city, that kind of stuff, and we'll keep doing it for it.
Well, the way that I see it, mate, is if we weren't doing it on stream, we'd be talking on the phone for probably longer than that. So yeah. Why not give the public the conversations that we have?
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Cheers, Roger. If anybody people make sure to subscribe to Tim as well. Good channel, new to City Space. Get him up there as well. Get him subscribers and get him his community growing as well. Get you on. Again, I've got some people to get on the channel. So I've got a lot of people who need to get on the channel at some point, but it's getting a lot of time to do it. It's a bit of a mad month, and February, January has been a bit of a crazy one. But trust me, people to come soon, guests come soon. We'll probably get some Steons who probably involve us at some point and Hong and that going away soon. So that'll be good. But to them people, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you very much for helping us get to 900 subscribers. The road to 1K is really on now. See you guys on the stream soon. Take care all. Have a good evening. Have a good morning tomorrow.